We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
40-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Preston Smith.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
45-yard
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Second and 8.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Panthers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Carolina.
56 for Mark, boy. 56. That's the way. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
A gain of 43.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, that he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, first down, Packers. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, Hatchet.
Now it's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's McCaffrey. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Now Bridgewater. He's going to try and go deep again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
To number 89.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Packers 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now left side on the swing pass. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Number 82, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first and 10, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
At the 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Slam, slam, slam. Hey, switch. Go, check. Hey, check 24.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, 53. Here we go.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dean Lowry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And Adams has it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Packers 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yeah, Green Bay football certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
From his own end zone, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for it. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Herbert, no gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Packers 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.